advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love
What's
him.
his advice with boys?
Eating on her and shit while she was asleep. No snacking on his bitch. Killing people cat.
Somebody with that much longevity and still can have that skill.
Yeah.
And what he put down on there was just ridiculous.
You heard.
Kendrick Lamar is a man on a mission after Drake kicked the hornet's nest for him, and now he is seemingly coming out after the entire industry. It has been alleged that he has exposed how TakeOff's death was seemingly connected to Jay-Z and Megan Thee Stallion. And let me tell you right now, this has been corroborated by Jaguar Wright.
Corporate TakeOff's death wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as the god. Oh my God.
Man, RP TakeOff.
That boy died so they could cash in a motherfucking insurance policy and to cover up the fact that Roc Nation was ripping Megan away from 300. I guess nobody's paying attention to the fact that complete control of Megan Thee Stallion's career was taken over right after TakeOff died, and the Prince family were forced to leverage and let her go.
She then went on to talk about the shocking connection to Jay-Z.
Isn't that interesting?
Houston politics. Let me ask you, because
And I'm not saying allegedly.
oh,
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why did that house burn up? Who the goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
that was very weird. The next day, within a week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
Man.
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World.
This is not the only thing that she has accused Jay-Z of. She has also spoken at length about how he has controlled Beyoncé and how her pristine image is just a facade.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet,
That's what we're calling
that
it.
belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these
I
things.
know nobody want to accept that bitch.
I think
She went and killed the girl Cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. No snacking on his bitch. Killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
What makes you so vocal? Like,
I'm tired.
he just.
I didn't want to skip to the end.
Jaguar Wright has also talked about how Jay-Z is not what he makes it out to be. In particular, many seem to have forgotten about his relationship with underage Foxy Brown.
Why do you know? the same reason why he want to erase his history with Foxy Brown and giving her syphilis? Because they was underage when he did it?
I mean, I'm sure he appreciated it because he always says she talked too much. So when she went deaf, that slowed some of that down. I'm just saying, it worked out for him.
You know, I thought she just recently went deaf.
No, she been deaf. She been long time. Yeah, like at least the past 12 years.
Oh, they kept that on the low.
Exactly. Wonder why. You know, nobody acknowledged what was going on between her and Mr. Carter.
Because she was 15.
She was 15, and everybody knew it. But see, this is the thing. Back in the 90s, there were a lot of older dudes who slept with younger women, and she was acting a fool, and they did everything they could do to get her out of there. And one of the women that worked in there, she was like, she doing all of this, hoping that Jay-Z will pay her some mind.
Wow.
And they were just talking about how she was acting out to get his attention. And then she got into it with Kobe Cole at Power 99, called up to the radio station, cussed him out, and told the whole radio station, do not play no New York records and this, that, and don't play no, and she said, and don't play no this record, and don't play no Jay-Z records. They said Sean Carter was on the phone within an hour saying, if you pay any attention to anything she's saying, it's gonna be, we'll handle her. Please keep playing these New York records.
Yes.
It was wild. It was wild. But this was a grown man with a very, 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 very naive girl.
She didn't have a chance.
Not at all. And I think people don't realize when he started better dealing her. Because I think she thought she was going to be the one. I really do.
Like that he married.
Yeah, I think she thought that.
Oh, wow.
I know that when she was with Corrupt, she was always just so scattered. You know what I mean? Just real scattered, like real negative energy. But you could tell that she was acting out, and he shunned her.
Wow.
He shunned her, and it's just so wild. Like, what is it gonna take for people to get to see that this person literally discards people and tries to erase them like they never exist, so he doesn't have to see them or deal with what he's done with people.
Jaguar Wright has also claimed that Diddy's takedown is actually happening because Jay-Z is making it happen.
Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. Think of the power of that moment. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress,
yeah,
who died of an imaginary aneurysm, just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling, and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list.
And now that everything seems to be going wrong for Diddy, many have speculated that it will be Jay-Z on the chopping block next. This, of course, is seemingly already being reflected in the way the marriage between Jay-Z and Beyoncé is reportedly falling apart.
What I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate. And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask you something. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him. Okay? And she may or may not do an interview, but their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah, 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 blah. She was ready to leave him years ago, but the industry it's different. And I don't want to say it's an Illuminati contract, because I don't know how the Illuminati get down. I really don't know. And I'm not going to lie to you and say I do. But essentially, she's been stuck, right? But I believe this is going to be her chance to get out. And according to what I heard, if certain things that I can't even speak on come out, she gone. She's going to protect her image. All right? And this, I don't know what would be the bigger divorce, Will and Jada or Beyonce and Jay-Z. But just know, everybody's going to be talking about it. TMZ's going to talk about it first. And we're going to be talking about it probably for 6 months.
Beyoncé is struggling big time because she hasn't been able to escape this all her life.
But I'm letting y'all know, it is not all roses and fairies in the Carter household. Beyonce has also dealt with a lot of mental health issues, a lot of depression, allegedly alcoholism, allegedly. And I said that real low. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. Allegedly. But nonetheless, yeah, we're seeing the decline of this marriage / relationship. And when his tea come out, I really want to know how they gonna navigate this. Look at her during the Fantasia performance. She looked weird and skinny. Where you get out, I can't tell you where I get all the spicy tea. Allegedly. And let me say this too, between the stress, the money, the spiritual work, it's a lot going on.
Meanwhile, another man who seemingly has had all his crimes catch up to him is Drake, after Kendrick Lamar absolutely blasted him into orbit with Not Like Us. This has brought out a plethora of old clips that make Drake look incredibly suspect. For example, his weird friendship with Millie Bobby Brown.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
This is like princess vibes.
Thank you.
Right now.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to be here for your show?
I'm so privileged and honored to be able to represent such a fantastic show, and win or lose, we're a family, and it's an honor to just be here and be surrounded by such amazing people.
What about this season? You're going to high school.
Yes.
Is that going to be so different?
Are we going to high school?
High school.
No, I'm not, because it's the summer. So no score.
Summer
which is
before.
Summer before.
Even cooler.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but it's very, very exciting. I love the show. The scripts are so good, and yeah, no, it's awesome. Really
So
good.
when Finn came in for that kiss, did he really say, "I'm coming in"?
He did say, "I'm coming in." It was great. It was good.
I'll be honest with you, it is something I have started doing as well. Hey, I'm coming in for the real thing.
Okay.
leading many to speculate that he was grooming her.
We text and we talk, and he says that I miss you so much, and I tell him I miss him, and I imagine him at home being like, no, shut up, you know, stop. And there's another one where she's like, I met him at a hotel, and then we went out for dinner, and then we were hanging out every night for 3 days, and now we text each other all the time, and we love each other, and I'm just like, whoa.
And he's giving her advice on like boys and dating.
Yeah. And he's just got to be at home being like, God, no. All I'm saying is, Drake, be careful, because Papa's house
It's not safe.
does not, we don't need another,
Welcome to Papa's house.
Papa's house don't need another inmate. So here, let's watch some of these videos. This is the first video that came out of her talking about him. Let me throw this up.
He's my adult.
This is a little excerpt of the video for you.
Crush. He's not my crush. Okay. Let me get that straight. He's like a brother. He's a brother. I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring, and he was touring too. And honestly, his managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to his show tonight. And I was like, oh my goodness. And my dad, honestly, he was on T-Mobile, he was on the phone to T-Mobile trying to get us Wi-Fi for Australia. He was like, I don't know who Drake is. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl.
And then there was this disgusting clip of him feeling up a 17-year-old. Since its release on May 4th, Not Like Us has been dissected on social media, blasted at NBA games, and played by DJs at parties from London to Los Angeles, New York to Atlanta. It's just one of 9 tracks fueling an escalating conflict between two rap titans, involving unproven accusations of domestic violence, secret children, and more, all denied. This Cold War, simmering for a decade, has finally boiled over. The feud began with Lamar's verse on Like That by Future and Metro Boomin. Drake responded with Push-Ups, belittling Lamar's achievements and status as a rap legend. That track has more than 70 million streams on Spotify. Drake then doubled down with tailor-made freestyle, using AI-generated voices of Lamar's heroes, Snoop Dogg and the late Tupac Shakur, to provoke a response. He also claimed Lamar wasn't responding to avoid interrupting Taylor Swift's new album release. Both rappers seem ready to move on, with fans divided on who emerged victorious. Some praised the lyrics for revitalizing the genre, while others commended both artists for creating an all-time moment in rap history. Who do you think won? Let us know in the comments.